Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. In the late 1990s, after performing Govardhana Parikrama in Sri Vrindavan Dham, we went to see Buddhimanta Prabhu, who was one of the first book distributors. He was in that car when they had the original Krishna books, the big silver Krishna books, and they offered the gas station attendant Krishna book instead of paying for the gas. Buddhimanta was very skilled in book distribution, and he became so good at it that he went all over North America to different temples training devotees in the art of book distribution. He had dedicated his life to the distribution of the books of his spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada. One time in Los Angeles, after being out on book distribution, Buddhimanta came back to Srila Prabhupada's room, and he came up and there was a darshan going on. There was many people sitting there. And Srila Prabhupada saw Buddhimanta come into the room. He stopped the conversation and he asked Buddhimanta, how is book distribution? How is preaching? And Srila Prabhupada asked his servant to go to the Almirah and get a kurta for Buddhimanta. So the servant took a kurta and gave it to Srila Prabhupada, and Srila Prabhupada gave his own shirt to Buddhimanta. He was so pleased with his service of preaching and book distribution. While we talked with Buddhimanta, Buddhimanta's memory was kind of fading because he had leukemia, which is a very dilapidating disease, and he was on his last leg. He only had a few months to live. So his memory was coming and going, but when he was talking about Srila Prabhupada and preaching, he became as clear and lucid as the midday sun. Then he started laughing uncontrollably, and we asked him, why are you laughing so much? He said, I was only distributing a handful of books, and Srila Prabhupada gave me his own shirt. Now the two of you, he was meaning Harinamananda Prabhu and myself, you are distributing thousands and thousands of books. What would Srila Prabhupada give you? And he continued laughing like anything. After that memorable experience, we went back to the West distributing Srila Prabhupada's books. And later on we heard that Buddhimanta Prabhu had left this world in Vrindavan Dham on a very auspicious day of Shivaratri. Somehow, coincidentally, this day was also the biggest day that we ever had in book distribution. Even though it was not a marathon day. I remember on that day I distributed 255 Mahabig and big books. 2 Srimad Bhagavatam set and 1 Chaitanya Charitamrita set, going door to door and into industries. People would simply look at me and start to smile, and they would throw money at me. It was so easy to distribute the books. At that moment we didn't understand what had happened, but later on we understood, because that was the day when Buddhimanta left this world and went back to Krishna. So Krishna, he made that special arrangement that he said, today's the day where Buddhimanta comes back to me, who has given his life for preaching and book distribution. Today, nobody can refuse to take a book. Hare Krishna.